Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to do a video on Kentucky basketball. I haven't really talked about much since the hire of Mark Pope. But what Mark Pope I want to talk about in this video is the transfer portal players Kentucky's got. A few days ago, they only had a few players. 7 days ago, they had 2 players on scholarship. And today we now have 6 players. I've added 4 high impact transfers. And this is mainly what I want to talk about in this video here. And the 4 players they got, all 4 really good defenders. Which Kentucky last year's defense was historically bad. That's what really held them back from making a far run in the tournament. And Andrew Carr is the latest player to join Kentucky. Which I like the way this roster is shaping up. And let me explain why. And it's a huge unknown, as we are used to Cal bringing the 1 or 2 class every year. This team and coach will be polar opposite of Cal. I'm actually looking forward to hoops with a defined offense, and folks play very good defense. What people don't realize, BYU's offense, it's like a video game. Mark Pope's offense was kind of like a video game. And they had a big in Ali Khalifa, who's a really great passer. That's Andrew Carr is a really good passer as well. But people don't realize he had a really good defensive team. And I think he will press. We'll see some press at times. Mark Pope was absolutely doing work. And I really haven't followed up when I said I was skeptical. I didn't like the hire at first, but I've changed my mind. I've bought in on Mark Pope. And what he's accomplished in a few weeks is phenomenal. And what he's going to pull off in the next 2 weeks will be even better. Because I still think they can get Osabor or that guy from Dayton they're meeting with. He's working hard, and I think it'll pay off. And hopefully they can get Kobe Brea out of Dayton. Because with each signing, I think our chances increase. I think if we can get him and Grant Osabor, that would be great. But Kobe Brea is one of the best 3-point shooters last year, and I like it. I like the addition also of Lamont Butler. They got Otoga Owa, who averaged, forgot what he averaged last year, but I know he shot about 50% from the floor, which is pretty good. And they've added some good defensive guys. And I like what they added Lamont Butler. Yeah, he only averaged 9 points last year. But you're not asking him to be your starting guard if you get Kobe Brea. You're asking him to play 15-20 minutes with his elite defense and clutch shot making. Because he can make clutch shots. But I like what we did. To get some defensive guys when our defense was historically bad last year. Also to get Andrew Carr, Amari Williams. And Amari Williams averaged 12 and 7 last year, about 2 blocks per game, 3-time CAA Defensive Player of the Year. I just like what Mark Pope's doing, because he was a big man for Kentucky. He's about 6'10", so he can coach up these big men Kentucky gets. But overall, it's just a big weekend, because the transfer haul grows for Mark Pope. I'm excited for what he's doing. And a highly conveyed Wake Forest transfer here in Andrew Carr. He's the number 77 in the CBS Sports Transfer Rankings, and he's using his 5th and final season of eligibility. He logged 68 starts from the past 4 years. He averaged a career best in 2023-24, 13 points, 13.5 points and 6.8 rebounds, and he knocked down 37% from 3, which is pretty good for a center. So he can shoot the 3 ball. He's not just the inside threat. He can pop out and shoot the 3. And we got Oklahoma guard Otoga Owa. This commitment comes 1 day after getting him, and 2 days after landing a guard in Lamont Butler from San Diego State. And these are highly regarded veterans, and more people could come to Kentucky as well. Like I've mentioned, Utah State transfer and top UK target Grant Osabor visited campus over the weekend, and ex-Dayton 3-point specialist Kobe Brea is expected to be on campus Tuesday. So the caliber player Pope is attracting should assuage some fears UK fans have had initially harbored about Mark's recruiting ability, saying oh, he's not going to be able to recruit any players. He's not going to get any good transfer guys from the portal. But Carter, in my opinion, is a type of versatile veteran that should fit well in Mark Pope's philosophy. Because he's both efficient at the rim and solid from beyond the arc. And Pope's building from scratch, and he appears to have a type of player. And all four of his committed transfers are veterans from teams that won at least 20 games. So the players he's getting are proven winners on their respective teams. And Osobor and Bria would also fit that mold. And any of Pope's former BYU, if any of Pope's former BYU players transferred to Kentucky, they would meet that criteria as well. Jackson Robinson, if he decides to stay in college, I think that would be a great move for Jackson Robinson. Hopefully we can get Osobor and Bria, possibly Jackson Robinson as well. But Otega, great defensive guard. Andrew Carr's efficient in the paint and solid from beyond the arc. Good defense as well. I think he averaged a block a game. Otega Owa was a great move. Lamont Butler, elite defensive guy. He didn't shoot great last year at 9 points per game, but you're not asking him, if you get Kobe Bryant, like I've mentioned, to be a big scorer. Just play 15-20 minutes, play elite defense, and make some clutch shots. But Owa, his scoring jumped from 4.8 points to 11.4 points, and his three-point shooting from 25 to 37% while starting 28 games. And he was at his best during the first half of the season. But I like what we're doing. Like Amari Williams, Andrew Carr, Lamont Butler. We have Travis Perry, who's already committed. Aiden Mahaney would be another good option. A lot of good options for Kentucky. But Owa averaged 11 points and shot 37% from three. So he's a solid three-point shooter as well. About pretty much the same as shooting percentage as Andrew Carr. But yeah, that's really the latest update here on the Kentucky recruiting thing. So yeah, until next time, Maclight, peace, go Cats. And I'll do another Kentucky video of one of those two players if any more players transfer to Kentucky. So until next time, Maclight, peace, go Big Blue. I believe in Mark Pope.